Hello everyone, it's Nintendo Fan 825 here, back doing another video, and as the title states today, this video is being worked on much earlier than I anticipated. It's in honor of Matpat retiring. I did see him at the time making a Kirby lore theory, and he never did. For one of his last 10 theories. So I decided to use a style like his, but really bad, and make a Kirby theory. I really like Kirby games, but I don't feel like he really did a proper theory about the actual lore. So this is a homage to him in his content. For most of the time I worked on this project, I was even wearing a Kirby shirt. Without further ado, let's start. So Kirby is a franchise many people know about, but not everyone knows how absolutely deep this lore goes. It's some of, if not the most deep lore in video games. Today I'm going to be talking about the lore of my first ever Kirby game, Kirby's Return to Dreamland. We may all know the story. A traveler named Maglor was attacked on his home planet, and we need to fix this dimensional shift. The lore started. Later, when we fix all of the parts for the ship that were scattered around Popstar, he takes us to Halcondra, his home planet. The lore is attacked again by a dragon named Landia. It's a four-headed dragon, or really four dragons mixed into one, wearing a crown. Here we go and beat Landia. Maglor congratulates us. However, he reveals his true plan, to take the crown. Once he takes the crown known as the Master Crown, he creates a vortex and heads off into another dimension. Yes, that is the name. And heads to Popstar to take it over. However, the Landios take you through the vortex, and you beat the Lord, which Maglor is controlling, to fight us. Afterwards, we come face to face with Maglor. Once we beat him, he goes into his second phase, another form, and the crown itself even changes its appearance. And he fights you again. After you beat him, the crown is removed from Maglor and he disappears. That makes sense, but what is actually happening under all of that? Well, Maglor wanted the Master Crown to take over the universe, but is that his words or someone else's words? Or rather, something else. The Master Crown provides limitless power, but it takes whatever sinister ambitions or thoughts you have, and uses those emotions to power you up. But more importantly, itself. Maglor in his second form is not the one fighting you, but it is actually the crown. It used Maglor's thoughts about power insecurity and wanting more power, and fueled them, so Maglor would try to conquer the universe. However, I'll get to more on Maglor's power insecurities later on. But because of this, and because of the fact Maglor had a lot of darkness in it, the Master Crown didn't want to lose, so it was able to take over most of Maglor's body to use more power to defeat Kirby and conquer or even destroy the universe. Maglor was lucky Kirby was able to knock the crown off of him in time, but in Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, there's a sub-game called Maglor Epilogue. Maglor was sent into a deeper part of another dimension. However, this time he loses all his powers. So there are multiple fruit slices of apple, and Maglor has to piece them together, recreating the magical gem apple. Once he does that, he is able to get his powers back. After that, the crown is there again, it uses the apple to revive the Grand Doomer, which is the World 5 boss in the main game. But instead, in this time, it's the Crown Doomer, much more powerful and much more fearsome. Once Bangalore beats the Doomer, the crown itself takes the apple and fuses into a tree. Wispy what? Once Bangalore beats the crown, he can find the sword. He finds a sword. However, he takes this sword and turns it into the Ultra Sword, or like something like the Ultra Sword that Kirby has. And he can summon it at will. And he uses this sword to slice the crown in half, finally ending it. After that, Bangalore goes into a portal to another universe called Dream Kingdom, where he becomes the shopkeeper to help Team Kirby. This is all Kirby Clash stuff. However, that's just a recap. What was actually happening behind all that? Well, yes, many things are out of place. First off, an extra mode, a more difficult version of the main story, what I believe to be the canon mode. Bangalore mentioned something interesting. He learns about Kirby through a friend. Who could that friend be? Marks. Marks was most likely the friend Bangalore mentioned. First off, they both trick Kirby. They're both pranksters, and they have been teased to be friends with one another, whether it's through statues or artwork or whatever. And actually, Marks, my favorite Kirby villain character, could have been pulling some strings behind the story. Bangalore's reason for power insecurity could have been because of Marks. Why Marks? Well, that is because Bangalore and Marks could have been. Bangalore could have been a traveler on another planet or something. Marks maybe have found him after being defeated by Kirby. And after Marks found Bangalore, he saw his powers, he saw his capabilities, and he decides, you know what, maybe, just maybe, I can use this person to help him conquer the universe. But then, I'll appear after he does that, and maybe I can join him. Well, why would Marks want to do that? Well, it's simple. Revenge. Revenge on Kirby. Maybe it's to spread his communism. Maybe it's to, you know, just be evil. But Bangalore would have been more than happy to come, or to go to Halcondra, look for the Star Cutter, look for the Master Crown, as Bangalore had been stuck on that planet. That's all just a theory, but continuing on, as it states here, Bangalore thought it was all like a fairy tale, like this Master Crown, giving it limitless power, this Star Cutter. However, that could have all just been Mark, like Mark showed it to him, Mark showed in the book. Maybe blanked out some of the parts of the Master Crown actually being controlled. So then Bangalore rushed to Halcondra, stole the Star Cutter, and left temporarily, possibly causing a certain computer accident. But that's a theory for another day. Like actually, I'm going to do a lot more of it. But after this, Mark probably took Bangalore under his wing. Literally and figuratively. Marks would teach him fight and how to fight. Bangalore would probably lose, which makes him power insecure. However, he uses everything he learned from Mars and initiates his plan. But one last thing before I end this theory. I feel like when Magruber went back for the crown at Alcandra, he gave up after the lore sustained too much damage. This is proof that Magruber had taken practically no damage and was in perfect condition. However, the lore was absolutely wrong. But hey, that's just a theory. A theory. Don't eat your TV. But in all seriousness, I want to make a follow-up Magruber theory or follow-up Kirby theory in general. This is definitely not sufficient as a theory, but I just want to release something before Matpat attacks. Anyways, this is going to be the first video start to finish where I will use CapCut. I'm not going to edit this video much, but I will have a heavily edited no commentary BTV6 video that I will work on soon enough after I look up some tutorials on CapCut. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day.